Over the top with Chad and Tony, talking about new movies and wrestling. I might just drop the team hating on me, Gene. DJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak. Running wild on you, brother. We're over the top. Rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the vintage of Bossy. Gonna bring you the best. Legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.
Bow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, a.k.a. Chatty Bobby 1130.
Hello, my name is Tony, a.k.a. Friday the 14th.
And welcome back to the In Studio. I'm Hot Mike Chance.
It's a very good point. And we got him back. It is.
I am BJ the DJ.
I think 9 episodes. It's been like 9 episodes since BJ's been
It
here.
doesn't sean like it's been that long, but it's been a while.
It's been a minute, bro.
It's been a minute.
The hottest DJ, wedding DJ in Middle Tennessee. I mean,
Everyone says I'm the busiest. I think I'm just the cheapest.
hey,
what it is.
your resume speaks for itself because
appreciate
you stay loaded. What every
weekend?
Yeah, Friday,
I'm-
Saturday, Sundays.
I'm busy. Yeah,
You're rolling with it.
yeah. We're out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the kiddos, like future Olympian.
He's busy. He's busy. We're done now. So
But yeah, we've been saving this episode 111, our kind of like our WrestleMania 41 recap. We've been saving it so for when we've been able to get in studio with each other. From a 2-night event.
I still don't like it.
I still don't like it, and now
SummerSlam's gonna be a 2-night.
SummerSlam's going to be 2-night events.
I
now.
saw that coming.
Yes.
I saw that coming.
It's so much, and then we talked about it in the preview episode where you had NXT, the NXT event going on Saturday morning.
Yep.
Well, then first of all, you had SmackDown.
Yep.
And then you had the Hall of Fame ceremony that lasted like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, that was bad.
And then NXT the event that started at 11:00 in the morning.
Shawn Michaels had like a 5 o'clock call time.
Yeah.
It was so much, and then of course you had the 2 days of Mania, and then you had to tune in for Raw Monday night.
Right.
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday were all awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not gonna talk about every match on the card because we'd be here for forever.
Can we talk about the set real quick
Yeah.
before we get
Most
into it?
certainly.
Because that's probably one of my favorite sets.
Yeah, it's
where
great.
they had the people. I think that's a great idea for them to put the people until someone gets hit with a firework, and then it won't be a good
Yeah.
idea.
Which
anymore.
will probably happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it didn't happen, I didn't hear anything about it, but it could have.
I agree. That was with how big and elaborate the set was and how
Yep.
they used it and everything. I'm with you. Those seats had to be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sitting up there and getting that perspective of watching the guys go down the ramp.
And from a business standpoint, you think about how much they lose in attendance by blocking
stage.
that off.
Oh, yeah.
And now they can add that to the attendance.
Yeah. I mean,
what about the other? They've got the experience where you're inside the dome watching. That's pretty dope.
Yep.
Yeah, what is that in Vegas? Yeah,
That's pretty
the Sphere,
dope.
They had the Sphere going on, and then there's a place in Dallas too that has like that screen where the cameras are on the ring posts, and it feels like you're actually in the ring.
That's
watching
pretty
the
cool.
match.
That's pretty cool.
There's so much interactive stuff that's going on, and just all the events like WrestleMania week. It just gets me hyped for when one eventually does come here to Nashville.
I think they did a really good job this year with the build-ups to Mania. I mean, it's probably one of the best Manias I've seen in a while. They had some misses. There's some things I wasn't happy about. I do like the fact that they do the Andre the Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown. I like that. What I don't like is how you've got the tag team titles not defended on like the grandest stage of them all, like your biggest pay-per-view of the year, and you don't have every single title being defended.
That I agree with. Yeah.
I don't like that. I mean, you've got the Intercontinental title, the U.S. title. Were both of the women's titles?
No.
No.
The United States. I
Chelsea
don't think
Green's
Yeah,
was.
the United States was,
And then the other was in a tag team
Yeah.
match. But like, if that's the biggest biggest PLE of the year, then every belt should be on the line.
I agree with
think
that.
So
It just shows how little they give a fuck about the tag team division.
Yeah.
And it's cooking. Like, I mean, they've got some really good tag teams.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we've talked about this. And for it to be the first match on Saturday night, you have main event Jey Uso, not in the main event, but
At that point, I knew he was winning the belt.
yeah.
I knew it. There was no way they were going to start off that hot
Yeetamania.
and him not win.
Yeah.
There's no way.
But so, what was the whole thing about him winning the Rumble to be the main event of WrestleMania, and then he opens the night on night one?
On night one,
they never explained that. Or they-
No, not at all. Because Punk got his main event.
Which I ain't mad about that
No.
at all. The
I
match
mean,
was great. The match was great. They all three put on a really good match. And I'll be honest, like Punk, since he's been back, the man hasn't missed other than being hurt.
No.
He's there every week.
Yep.
And so, I mean, my perception on Punk has changed about him being in business for himself, but I've always been a Punk fan as far as him being a wrestler. But since he's been back, man, I don't see. I mean, he looks kind of sluggish at times, but overall, he can still put on a good match.
Yeah. But I just, it comes back again. You call the man main event, and you have him leading off everything that you do now.
The finish of that match was weird. It was awkward.
It was probably Jay's best solo match that he's put on. Him and Gunther, his best match that he's put on.
Did you see Monday Night Raw this past
Yeah, he cooked
week?
Monday night, him and Rollins.
That was close.
Yeah.
Both of those were. That's
He's
the best
getting
I've
better
ever seen
as
him
a
look.
solo, especially with the spotlight being on him now. But it was just the finish of that match and how it happened
So quick.
just so quickly, and especially for somebody like Gunther.
Yeah.
Just he automatically puts a sleeper hold on him, and then Gunther taps out.
But Gunther is at the point in his career, I don't feel like anytime he loses doesn't hurt him. Like, Gunther is going to be a world champion again.
Yeah.
What he's doing now with Pat McAfee's building up to something with Goldberg's retirement match. So Gunther's untouchable at this point. Like, it didn't hurt him whatsoever.
Goldberg. God bless.
The biggest
Stay
thing-
away, Goldberg.
He's getting.
He's
There's
done
one
hurt-
more.
He's almost killed.
Well,
every
Scott
wrestler
Steiner's
in the
supposed to
ring.
be in Pat McAfee's corner at Backlash. I don't know where Steiner. I don't know where Steiner and Goldberg come into play, but it's
Scott Steiner coming out there wobbling out
Yeah.
there, but it's.
But Gunther didn't hurt Gunther him losing.
Yeah,
At all.
I agree because there's the biggest thing Gunther has to work on to me is his mic skills.
And I mean, just put him with Heyman.
Yeah.
Just give him a mouthpiece.
Yep.
I mean, just give him a
Yeah.
mouthpiece and let him.
But I
run
don't
with it.
I don't think the whole Heyman thing is going to work now with everything that happened.
Yeah.
With of course with the main event of this night. But it's that I don't know. Maybe putting him with because Pat can cook on the mic. And Pat's shown that the past two.
Pat's gonna get the hell beat out of him though.
And I think
Get the
he's
hell beat out of him.
he's gonna get
This
he's gonna take it.
This is going to be Gunther's revenge right here.
And that's what
he's
I love
gonna
about it.
make
He came
himself-
out and he just beat the living hell out of Pat McAfee for no reason. Like, he just beat him up, and
Yeah.
so he lost the title. He's mad, and it just made him look better. Like, I mean, to me, the chase is far greater than the accomplishment. So with him, it's only a matter of time. He'll be WWE champion before it's all said and
I was
done.
pretty upset with Jey Uso winning. I mean, I knew that he would, and
Yeah.
I thought that
We all knew
not
it was
really
gonna happen.
necessarily winning, but the way that it happened.
Yeah, I think
And-
we all knew he was going to win
Yeah.
that title.
There was, I mean, there was no surprise there. I mean, if he hadn't won, everyone would have booed him out of the building.
Well, then you can't call him main event anymore. You
No,
can't.
right.
You
No,
really
he done
can't call
got-
him main event then if he would have lost that match.
Coming
Yeah.
attraction. Jay
Yeah.
said. The
Mid-Carter.
the first match on night one, bro. That's
Yeah.
You
why
win the
have him
Royal
win
Rumble.
why they even book him to win the Rumble?
I mean,
What
it
was
set the
point?
pace for the whole night. One was probably the best out of the two nights. It set the pace.
I disagree slightly.
Really?
Yeah, I like night two better.
Okay.
As a whole.
Yeah.
And every match of night two, I think, was better than all the matches. of
Even the
night-
main event.
That's
The main event,
I'm gonna rant so hard. That's why I haven't watched. That's why when I saw that, I didn't watch Raw. I don't know anything that's happened since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst. That was the worst main event I've ever seen. in my life.
I boycotted it.
It is the worst main event I've ever seen on any event ever
Yeah.
that's happened in wrestling.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite match on night one?
Let's see, probably the LA Knight Jacob Fatu match.
That was a good match.
Those two.
So, I think a few months back, we were talking. I was like, "There's going to be a lot of payoff for the Bloodline storyline this year," and
Yeah.
I felt it coming. Everyone thought it was going to be Jimmy in that match, which could have went either way. If Jimmy would have been in there, I'd have been okay with that as well.
Yeah.
But I think that was the right call, putting Jacob Fatu in that position. Now you open the door for LA Knight to do something better. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest can go to hell on somewhere.
Oh, no, dude.
They can go to hell on somewhere.
Damien can. Not Drew.
Bro,
I'm so sick of both
You
of
hang
them.
on to Drew McIntyre.
I'm holding on to that
I know
little
you
lead.
held on to
Both
Drew
of them.
McIntyre. You've been on that damn little fucking
I'm hoping.
life raft with Drew McIntyre
So
for
sick of
8
both
years.
of them. Both of them can go to hell.
Drew McIntyre has never grabbed me. He's a bad son of a
Pause.
bitch. Like, yeah, pause. he's never his character, no matter what character, he don't.
Now I love the fact that he bettered himself. He came back. He won the world title. Great, kudos, man. But the whole whiny thing, blaming everybody else, that whole gimmick is tired, man. Like, move on, man.
He just don't have no.
He don't. It's just
I
I'm
just
over
don't feel
it.
like he has the it. He's a bad motherfucker. Like in the ring,
Yeah.
he's strong and shit. But he just don't.
He's got the look.
He don't connect with the.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that. I see that, but I'm just holding on to that little thing for Drew because I'm just a Drew homie.
Their match wasn't as bad as it was good compared to what
Him
I thought it
always
was gonna
has
be.
good matches.
I
Yeah.
wish
Yeah.
wish they
It's
would have
just-
actually done a street fight in
Yeah.
Vegas though. That would have been awesome
Yeah.
to see him fight down the strip.
Use the whole like you've been saying it leading up to this match the whole time. It's
Yep.
Use the city
That
as
There's,
a part
probably,
of the
there's
match.
probably so much shit they have to
Yeah,
go through
dude.
to in order.
Yeah, it
to
ain't
get
like it
that
used to
out.
be.
that's one thing I feel like they
wasn't
missed. is-
running each other over in the fucking backlot brawl with
Yeah,
Piper
yeah.
and Goldust.
Yeah,
They
that's-
were literally running each over.
Yep.
Now there's probably
very-
so much yellow tape with all that shit. That's probably why they didn't. I mean, I don't
Yep.
know, but I would.
No, you're
assume-
probably right.
Yeah,
that's
probably right.
very
Especially in
solid
Vegas,
point.
you had crazy ass crowds of people.
But I mean, Jacob Fatu is the man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that dude is and you put him in and it just showed how good fucking LA Knight is. That dude can get it.
He's ready, man.
I mean,
he's
he
ready.
can get it. I mean, he can do anything.
He's
so
ready.
athletic.
He's the next guy, man. He's ready. I mean, there's two of them. Like, I think next year, I think the main event's already laid out. I think it's going to be Punk and Rollins. Probably we're going to get Cody and Randy. But I think LA Knight or Braun are in for a push. One of them guys is winning the Rumble next year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, without
And
a doubt.
just
I think that's he just said Braun. I think that's why Braun Strowman got released.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is because of Braun Breaker. They didn't want to have Braun and Braun.
Well, apparently
Very
from what I read, Braun is hurt really bad. Like his
Yeah.
knees are shot.
15% paralysis in one of his legs.
Yeah,
or
so
something.
Yeah.
the fact that he put on those bangers with Jacob Fatu and he really helped get them guys over.
Kudos to him. He's
Yeah,
always
kudos.
been a team player.
And I've even when he got his world title reign, I was excited for him too. Like,
yeah.
you know,
I mean, he's always been a team guy when it
Yeah.
came down to it. I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, he's great.
He's just
His daddy's a hell of a softball player.
yeah. His dad's like the
dad-
best men's softball player. to
I've
ever
never
play.
seen anybody hit a softball that big in my life.
Sid Vicious is the best softball player. alive.
Yeah,
Touche.
good point.
Touche. Good
Good
point.
point.
Rest in heaven. But second, ain't nothing wrong with second place.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
if you're not first, you're
Will
last.
Hurley from over the top said, "There is no second place. Second sucks."
Hence the name over the top.
Over the top.
Yep.
Dude, I got sidebar real quick.
Go ahead.
Dude, AI fucking got me on YouTube
Uh-oh.
today. It said over the top 2 official trailer, and I was like, "What?" And it showed, and it's
Oh,
and it's
no.
an AI generated.
Yeah.
It was so real looking. I was
Yeah.
like, "What?"
I've seen that floating around on TikTok. I was like, "This is not
Oh,
real."
they got
That's why I
me with-
never would send it out or anything.
They got
I was
me
like,
with the real life
825
Simpsons.
films, I'm like-
They got me with the real life Simpsons video. I was like, "This is great." Wasn't real.
AI is it's a tricky thing, man. It's
Yeah.
But coming back around, that was probably my favorite match of night one.
And I think that was
the
a great
Fatu
match.
and LA Knight match. The women's championship match that Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair was an absolute dud
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think the crowd was really flat. The promos leading up to that were better than the match itself. And honestly, I think a lot of it's Charlotte. I think Charlotte's just kind of going into business for herself a lot of times.
You think
I don't
She's
think
not-
she's
She
willing
don't
to
even
help.
look like a human being anymore.
Yeah, she looks so.
She's done so much. She's done so much surgery,
and she didn't need to. Why?
I
she
don't
was a beautiful.
understand.
I mean,
I don't
Yeah.
understand, bro.
I don't-
Her and Natalia both. When
Natalia's
I see them,
face
I'm
looks-
like, what?
Why?
happened?
Yeah.
Why?
There was nothing wrong with either of
Nothing.
you.
yeah, nothing. But do you think she was sandbagging in that
Yes.
match?
I think she was doing everything she could to make Tiffany look bad.
What do y'all think that Tiffany had a chipped tooth in that
Yes.
match? I think so too. They tried playing it off where they showed her in the back with all her teeth and saying that she didn't have that tooth was
gone.
Lloyd Christmas that shit.
Yeah, she was totally Lloyd Christmas and that. Yeah,
Yeah, I think, and we ain't seen Charlotte since then. So I think it was Charlotte going into business for herself.
Oh yeah, the Jade Cargill and Naomi match was so much better than that.
So dope. That match was crazy. Bro.
And this is the one that kind of got me. I feel like I could have done without that match because I feel like they missed the opportunity. They missed the opportunity in general when the whole thing started. Take it back to Elimination Chamber. Jade walks out. Bianca's in the ring. Naomi's in the ring. Naomi's in the pod. Well, Bianca's in the pod. Naomi's in the ring. And she attacks Naomi. Mm-hmm. Bianca goes on like there's nothing going on, and she continues to win. And she wins, right? They missed the opportunity. If Bianca would have been in the ring, Jade comes out and attacks Bianca, then that right there is that's the match everyone wants to see. They want to see them two go at it.
It's a bigger moment.
Right. And then you've got Naomi shocked about all this whole thing, and she gets eliminated right after. So they missed the opportunity to make the match bigger than what they did. I get it. Naomi's character has evolved, and I kind of like what she's doing now, but they missed the match. The match was Jade and Bianca. That's what it should have been. Because Io Sky and Rhea, especially if you weren't taking the title off Io, you didn't need that. You didn't need a triple threat. Them two could have had a great match still regardless. But those three put on probably the best match, in my opinion. They killed it.
But Naomi is so underrated.
For sure.
She is so good in the ring. She can do anything.
Her gimmick, the glow gimmick, was super catchy. It's different, and she puts it together in the ring. Like she can actually.
Chance caught on the Owen Hart shout out of with her gear and everything.
And I love it.
She's so good.
Yeah.
It's just I think she's just missing where she gets it with the crowd and everything. I just think her promo skills are just not there with everything.
Yeah.
But everything else is everything else is there.
But I could have done without that match because I felt like the one that really would have made the impact. I would have been okay with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte being a dud if we would have got Bianca and Jade.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta get your popcorn at some time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Corn as well.
They made Jade look great. And,
Jade,
Jade looked amazing.
You could tell she's worked. Because when she first got there, even though she was the hottest thing in AEW, you could tell that she was very green, and they did a great job getting her ready, and she's putting it together now. So
6 letters. R.I.P. AEW.
Yeah,
127 people in attendance.
Yep.
But all of them are disappointed.
I mean, Jade, she has a great look. Hence, there was some wardrobe malfunction.
That seems to be happening a lot here.
Well, I mean, you look at the attire that they're wearing. There's hardly anything there.
You're right.
I mean, there's a lot of room for mishaps.
I mean, Jada Parker, Miss Jada. Yeah,
but we did have the tag team titles were put up on the line with the New Day going against the War Raiders, and the New Day are the champs now.
Should
and everything.
Yep.
And I think the New Day they'll hopefully make this tag titles relevant and get them back in the big.
There are some really good tag teams in WWE right now at the moment that and I love what the Street Profits. I think. They deserve to be pushed to the moon, man. They have been putting in work for a long time. Their gimmicks changed for the better.
That ladder match on SmackDown.
Oh, dude,
that was a banger.
Montez Ford deserves a singles push more than
he's
anybody.
a superstar.
He's the next one.
But
yeah, I just wish they would spend a little bit more time. They've got some really dope tag teams between NXT and the main roster. They've got some really good tag teams. I hope that they give opportunity. The Creed brothers, man, I'm telling you,
those kids can go too,
them
man.
Boys can move. Them
for
big
boys. Those guys, they're pulling off big time moves for big boys.
I mean, Gable's got an opportunity to have a tight little faction there. I mean, he's just.
The girl's solid too.
Yeah,
I mean, of course she's a mid carder for the women's division, but she can go.
Yeah, they can go, man. That faction's dope.
So we'll just come around to the main event of night one with the triple threat match with CM Punk, Rollins, and Reigns. Was by far the best main event of the two nights.
Exactly, kind of how I felt like it. I think everyone felt like it was going to finish that way.
I didn't see the whole Heyman.
You didn't see that?
I do. He was gonna turn on somebody, but not with Rollins. I thought he was gonna go with CM Punk. With it and everything. I didn't see the turn with Rollins coming, so I was surprised with that. Which I dug the hell. I dig the hell out of it.
I mean, I was Rollins had kind of grown stale on me there for a while, but I mean, I've always been a fan of his work, but I'm excited now to kind of see where this is going.
Yeah, especially have you seen where Breaker is with Rollins and Heyman now? Yeah, so they're having their own little faction now with it's Breaker, Rollins, and Paul Heyman together.
They're supposed to add a woman, I think.
And it's probably going to be Becky Lynch.
Yep.
I hate Becky Lynch. I hate Becky Lynch. She can go to hell.
She's
too.
been terrible on the mic the past.
She's
couple
been
weeks.
terrible. The man gimmick was the worst. I mean,
It's
the
over
biggest
with.
She
waste.
fell all the way off.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been so done with her.
But I mean, it was a solid. Those three put on a banger.
I think what you got going on now is going to be a Triple H Batista type thing with Rollins and Breaker. I think that's what we're getting.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, it's going to set up to where those two are going to.
Yeah,
And then I think Heyman will go with Breaker on.
Smarty will.
That's scary, dude.
That's what it looked like on this past Monday night.
Yeah.
But Breaker can talk too,
Yeah.
though, man.
Yeah.
Like,
But I mean, you put him with Heyman. I mean, it's Brock Lesnar all over.
out of
again,
all
bro.
three Steiners, he could probably give a better promo than all of them.
Oh, by far. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. But I mean, it's Brock. It's going to be Brock Lesnar all over.
Oh,
again,
yeah.
dude.
He's
He's going to go on a run that it's
a
going to
beast,
be,
man.
and he deserves it because the kid is.
I wish they'd change his name to Braun Steiner. Just,
I do too.
Just give it. We know who he is at this point. Like,
Yep.
just let him be who he is.
Yeah. So that, I mean, we'll go straight. Night 2 started off with the women's triple threat match with Rhea
Banger.
Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair.
I did
And
not
it's-
expect EO to retain. I did not.
I was not expecting that, but man,
She can go, man. EO
That
can
was a
go.
really good match. I did see that.
Those girls.
Like highlights of that one.
Dude, it was just spot after spot after
Yeah.
spot with that one, and they put. I've been saying it's arguably to me one of the best women's matches
Yep.
I've
Oh,
ever
it's
seen.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
It's right there in the top three. Top. It's my favorite women's match I've
I mean,
ever
we've
watched.
even talked about it, how much better the women are wrestling wise than what they used to be. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we think like we were spoiled with Michelle McCool and Mickey and Lita and all of them. These girls nowadays are killing them.
Oh, dude,
they're absolutely killing
They're
them.
putting on just as good matches as the men are.
Like,
I mean,
and they
in
put
these spots.
Trish on the pedestal. Like, Trish is one of the greatest of all time. Trish can't hold a candle to these women. Like,
No, especially when you got with EO. EO is, I mean, she just keeps progressing
She's
on me.
my favorite female talent.
I mean,
There's
but
a match with her and Penta from like AAA Underground or
Really?
whatever. And dude, like they beat the hell out of each other. Her and Penta.
he has one with Chelsea. That's
Chelsea
from,
Green, yes.
Was it
Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground, yeah.
And they beat the hell out of each other.
But man, those, especially Rhea and Bianca.
Yeah.
I mean, they're superstars. I mean, they're
Yeah.
more over than most of the men on the
I
roster.
mean, Io's a 3-time women's champion.
And
now.
that's what I'm saying. And she's a superstar.
I like that whole story, and that's what I was thinking that was what was going to happen is Bianca and Rhea were going to
focus
on each other so
Yep.
much, and then like the ending, they kind of played that into the ending.
Yep.
That was a really good build. Like I said, the build-ups to these matches have been phenomenal, and that was one of the best ones. Like, Io's just there,
Yep.
and they just...
and incorporated it
Overlooked her.
throughout the match and everything
Yeah.
as well. That's what was solid about it. And that ending was freaking awesome. I mean, that to me that was probably my favorite match of both nights of Mania.
Mine
Really?
too.
Yeah, was that one by far. The street fight, we've talked about it. It just didn't. I mean, it was solid for what
Yep.
it was for right there in the arena. They beat the hell out of each other. There were some great spots. Two big guys, but I'm not sold on Damian Priest at all. I'm just not a fan of him.
No, he can go to hell, too.
Yeah, and then the Fatal 4-Way with Mysterio, Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta, which
That was good.
is a surprise of Mania, probably, with the winner of that match.
You know, Dom has carried the heel division for 3 years. He has been the best heel. People hate him. They wouldn't even let him get a sentence out. You know, and then the whole Rhea thing when him and Rhea broke it off, and then he goes with Liv. Like, he deserved it, dude.
Yeah.
That pop for him when he won that thing,
But
unbelievable.
has somebody else taken over the biggest heel role in this company now? Is Logan Paul just a big a heel as Dominic is
no,
now?
man. They didn't let Dom get a word out.
Yeah.
Because everyone loved Ray, so it's like, you know, you're sitting here bashing Ray all the time. For the first year and a half, his only opponent was Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
But like, and the finish was so great because I thought Finn was supposed to win there for a second, and then here comes the frog splash.
Yeah.
What I loved about it, the camera angles, man, like they've gotten so dope with the camera angles. Like he comes up the ramp and then he runs right by Finn to go back into the ring and celebrate again. And that was just a super cool moment. So yeah, Dom, they made the right call.
Oh, I agree with it. And they got one of the
call.
biggest pops
Yeah.
of the whole of both nights and everything
Yeah,
too.
they made the right call with that one. I'm glad they pulled the trigger on that one.
Dominic's got a bunch of people behind it. I mean, you watched the Cena the day after Mania when he was on Pat's show.
Yeah.
He was preaching. He's like, Dom's the next big thing in this company.
Yeah.
I'm
glad he didn't take the luchador route. I'm glad he's kind of grown his hair out. He looks more like Eddie than he does Ray. Like the jab there, and he does the frog splash. He'll do the shimmy. Like I love that he's embracing that heel.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe him as a good guy at all whatsoever.
No.
So
I know you're not the biggest Dominic fan at all.
That means he's doing his job. Though. That means he's doing his job.
And I appreciate him for the work that he's even like all the big names in wrestling and everything. It's crazy to hear them praising Dom's work so much.
Yeah.
It's like this dude was when he first started was just terrible, but he like you said he embraced the heel part of it and took it to a whole different level.
I love it, man. And Penta, I was shocked that they didn't pull the trigger on Penta. I was shocked that they didn't put the belt on him because they built him up for weeks now to be the guy.
Yeah.
And then his brother debuts. So I figured, which he made his debut at WrestleMania due to an unforeseen injury to Ray.
Yeah.
But
Which it sucked him getting a loss in that situation.
Right.
Because you're building him up and everything, and then but that just Chad.
I love the story. I love the story with Chad right now. The
Yeah.
El Grande Americano. I love that.
That's Chad Gable. I thought it was Charlie Haas.
If they could ever find a body double
I'm
to
glad
pull
to know
off
that,
the whole
'cause
Black
I was
Scorpion thing, it would be phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
But I love that, and I love the fact that the luchadors are involved in. He's had some great matches with some of these luchadors.
But Gable's always been able to go. We've
Yeah.
always praised Gable.
I just hope that they didn't bury Penta in the process of putting the title, because I think now we got Dom and Penta for the summer, and then
And I think Penta eventually gets that
SummerSlam.
IC,
I think he gets it.
He gets that IC title.
Don't get used to seeing Chad Gable, because he's about to be in Real American Wrestling or Real American Freestyle or whatever that is now.
Lord have mercy.
He's headed there.
Hell, he will.
He's going to be the champ.
No,
That shit'll be over before Christmas.
You think so?
Yes. It'll be on ESPN3 or ESPN
Ocho.
Deportes.
But AJ Styles Logan Paul match. What'd y'all think of that
Decent, man.
Hey,
AJ can't have a bad match, man.
one? No, exactly. And plus, Logan's
putting in the
good.
work, man.
Bad match placement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The crowd was already wore out.
There's a lot going
I
on.
was dead as fuck. I did see that one. The only ones I saw from night 2 was that one and the main event.
But Logan Paul's entrance was
His
really
entrance
cool.
was awesome with the drone and everything, and then catches it back in the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the whole social media.
I thought that was going to be the match of the weekend, but
I mean,
it was
I think
good,
it's
but I
because
think
of
it
the
was just
placement and everything.
Did y'all see the interaction between him and Triple H? And Triple H, he was like, "Man, they put me too far off."
Yeah.
He said, "I was trying to get him to get you all the way off, but
Yeah.
they would." So I think they believe in Logan Paul enough to where he could be a world champion.
Oh yeah, he's eventually it's going to happen at some
Yeah.
point. Give it a year or so.
I would love to see him and Randy Orton have a feud.
him and Breaker too, man.
Yeah, but I think putting him with someone like Randy Orton.
Oh yeah,
At this point, Randy's having a time of his life.
dude, Randy's.
But putting him with somebody like Randy at this point, man, would really help elevate Randy to his GOAT level status, and it would put Logan over. Logan, like, beating Randy for the title would be like, I think Randy's got a run coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Randy, he had that moment at Joe Hendry. Or
I did not see
what's
that.
His name?
John Henson,
Oh, yeah.
John Henry.
Joe Hendry. I watched some of his promos where they'll say his name and he'll pop up
Yeah. Say his name and he'll appear.
Yeah, man. It was a huge pop.
That's
It was
why
a
I never
huge
say his name right, because I don't want him showing up.
I mean, the TNA World Title. They didn't call it a World Title. They
No.
called it a TNA Championship. Made an appearance at WrestleMania.
How cool would it have been though if that would have been on the line and Randy?
I thought about that. I was like, is the title on the line in this match? Like.
But he got his moment. I mean, Randy gives him his moments and everything, and then hits him with the.
I think Randy was shocked at how many people knew this guy was legit. Like, because
Yeah.
when the crowd started singing his words, Randy was like, "Okay, we're doing this."
Yeah.
But yeah,
It was fun. It was a fun moment.
I was expecting Jeff Hardy, but I wasn't upset with that.
I was kind of hoping on it was going to be Karen Cross because I like this whole little thing that they got going on with Karen Cross right now.
He, to me, is in the same boat as Damian Priest. He hasn't grown on me yet. He hasn't had his moments
Yeah.
yet.
I think we're getting these little nidbits
Yeah.
through Raw, and then he had that post WrestleMania thing after the AJ Styles match,
I'll be honest with you. I've never seen the guy wrestle a match. I don't even know what he does.
and he's legit a badass.
Did you see the thing where they said anybody he has an interaction with on Raw, his hair matches the person?
Yeah.
Like AJ, he had it all like splat and everything. So.
Have you seen the videos of him on TikTok where he has a baseball bat and puts it in this jiu-jitsu move and snaps
so he's
two baseball bats?
So he's legit.
Yeah, he did one of those blood sport events right before the night before Mania and everything. Yeah, he's like legit. Like,
oh, Natty did one too.
Yeah, that same event and everything.
Yeah.
Well, we might as well get to it. The worst main event in wrestling history
of all time, yeah. Any federation.
I mean,
It's worse. It was a worse main event than Hogan Ultimate Warrior in WCW.
Was it worse than
that was awful.
WrestleMania
That was an awful
9?
match.
Yeah. It's worse than it was worse.
Or
than
Hogan or Warrior had control over like Brother Brutai.
Yeah.
It was worse than WrestleMania 9. It was worse than because of they already fucked up the second biggest moment arguably in wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cena turning heel. They fucked it up by putting dumbass Travis Scott in there.
Yep.
Who gives a fuck about him in the wrestling community?
And like he couldn't figure out what to do during the match.
Because he's not a fucking wrestler or a
Like,
talent.
He
He's a fucking.
He didn't know how to do anything. Like what was he doing?
Question for the teacher here. Why the fuck does he have a full-on entrance in the middle of the match?
Dude, everything
And why
about
does he have a
that-
championship?
Why is he smoking a blunt? Like why is he coming to the ring smoking? Like
I don't know what WWE's trying to do. I don't know why John Cena attached himself to Travis fucking Scott for this last. This is your 20-year career, John Cena, and you're fucking last lap. You're turning heel, and you get a fucking rapper. I don't give a fuck what rapper it is.
Yeah.
They don't belong. And this is coming from a fucking rapper. They do not have any business in the wrestling business, like from a main event.
right.
If you're gonna do it like they did with Jelly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like where it's a fun moment during the pay-per-view.
Like they did with Snoop a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Like, like Jelly came in and chokeslammed the fuck out of somebody, but it wasn't in the main event.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and he didn't have a fucking 12-minute entrance.
Yeah, an Undertaker-style entrance, taking his sweet time walking down to
And
the
John
ring.
Cena's just looking at him like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this?
That
bro?
match took way too long, and I was hoping Cena was going to hit the blunt. To be honest, that would have been the best heel move ever.
When did it go
This is
to a no
last
DQ
Mania
match?
bro.
Yeah.
When did it go to a no DQ match where a pin and Travis Scott legit pulls the ref out of the ring? No disqualification match all of a sudden?
Right.
Where was that set in stone?
And
And where the fuck was The Rock?
Well, Bully Ray had the best. He booked it the best out of anybody. He said the build up was already shit. Like they've already ruined the build up because The Rock hasn't been there. And when he did show up, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So then he said, all I would have done was hit The Rock's music. So when The Rock goes on Pat McAfee's show the next day, all he has to say was, I didn't even have to be in the building.
Mm-hmm.
I just made the call. And that's the finish. Like Cody's distracted. Cena wins. Like
Yeah, but
that easy.
That would have been
That's
so much
distracting.
better.
That
than
easy.
It makes no sense, bro. Like, why didn't Cody get that full? I mean, I know he hit the fucking crossroads. That wasn't enough. He should have been able to. He should have beat the fuck out of Travis Scott.
Oh,
What
yeah,
Travis
yeah,
Scott did.
yeah.
He
shoulda
didn't get
got
his moment. He didn't even get his receipt.
That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
did. Would he hit him with the crossroads or something?
That's it.
That was it.
That was it.
And that took forever to get set up too.
And it's like, bro, this is John Cena's last WrestleMania match. He's
That's what you do.
arguably the greatest wrestling superstar. You can argue John Cena's the greatest
Yeah.
of all time.
yeah, he's on that Mount Rushmore.
He's
He is
100%
that.
on the Mount Rushmore. And
Yeah.
it's like, that's what y'all chose to do. Y'all already fucked up the damn heel turn.
Yep.
And then you fuck this up. Like, why? And I literally, when I saw that, I was like, bro, I'm not watching that shit. I ain't watched nothing since.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, bro, y'all fucked up both moments.
They redeemed themselves on Monday Night Raw though.
I enjoyed the build up, the back and forth between Cody and Cena
They cooked.
overseas.
Exactly.
and everything.
That's what
Nobody
I'm saying.
has
That was
stood toe to
great.
toe with Cena except Cody. Cody's
That's
the only
all
one that's
it
given
needed
him.
to be. It didn't need to
Exactly.
be no outside
Right.
shit. It needed to be Cena and Cody Rhodes. Who's the better wrestler?
Exactly.
Who's better at this point? Like, that's all it needed to be. All
Cody
this other
cooked
shit,
him, man.
The Rock making him like. Then The Rock didn't show up for the biggest event in the world when he's like part of this
And now-
storyline. Nobody explained why. He just like, oh, he didn't show up. Well, why? Why did they even start it? Did they start up that angle, and then it got no traction. They were like, let's just act like it didn't happen.
They just did it to. The Rock basically said they just did it to sell seats to Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, he said that they were low on
It
ticket
doesn't make
sales.
sense. It don't make sense.
To Elimination Chamber, and they added him in. But I think that's the Rock feeding his own ego, right there.
Well, fuck the Rock then. If that's what they did,
I think
that's
I think
bullshit.
it was all the Rock and the whole soul thing. It made
It's the same thing. He beat that Mama Rhodes thing to death the year before. Like, he beat it to death. Like, he takes these little cheesy ass punchlines or these little cheesy ass phrases and he wears them the fuck out, dude.
Rock, I'm sorry to say this, but you're approaching Hulk Hogan status.
stay away
with this behavior.
Just be behind the scenes.
You're,
or whatever.
you're
ain't lying.
one more step away from being in Hulk Hogan.
Well, he ain't lying about Roddy Piper calling him 3 days after he died. He's
My God! Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! But it made no.
And so I said before, like, I've changed my stance on the Cena heel turn. I thought it was like one of the greatest heel turns of all time, but Hulk Hogan's is the greatest heel turn of all time. And I'll tell you why I feel like that now, because Hogan showed up every week.
Yeah,
every week he showed
and
up.
Hogan didn't need fucking Master P to come in there when he turned heel,
Right.
Either,
But
you know, or fucking whoever it was.
it's just the fact he was there. His presence, like, after turning heel, drew heat. Cena didn't show up for a couple weeks. Like, he disappeared.
Yeah, the Monday night Nitro after the heel
Hogan
turn,
was there.
He
had
cut
the
a
painted
promo.
goatee.
I'm
and
saying,
everything.
dude, you can't. I don't like Hulk Hogan either. Bro.
Oh, no. Hell,
But,
he's the worst piece of shit I've
That's
ever-
the biggest moment in wrestling history. Hulk
And
Hogan's
Cena
done.
don't hold a candle to it now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there, and then you see Cena. It could have been equally or right under. And it's like there's an asterisk besides that because of fucking Travis Scott.
Yep.
Yeah, and The Rock. I think The Rock.
No,
is a
I
big
mean,
Yeah,
part
but like
of
The
that.
Rock, I get because it's like he's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
He's like the Rock got Cena to fucking
That setup was great. The
Yeah,
setup
that
Yeah,
was
I'll
though
give-
when
yeah.
he did this shit.
Yes.
but like you did, Travis Scott had no business. Just
No business.
Let him
Yeah.
use a song of his to walk out to or something.
I'm sick of that song too.
But I'm saying like
That song go to hell.
him being
Oh, I
fuck
agree.
that, bro. That's
It
some
was-
kind of politic bullshit that WWE did with him for whatever reason.
for clothing and stuff because
They lean on the
And he's doing part of the music now too.
Yeah.
It's all part of it. It's probably something he requested or some shit.
They go to the well way too many times, man. Like, they brought Austin out for night 2, and I thought, okay, what's this about? But it's just to read the attendance, and he done ran over somebody in the front row.
Dude, they're gonna fucking never work a day in their life after They're gonna sue the fuck out of WWE.
Austin, we may not be seeing Austin on.
But
any more
the
PLE.
woman fell backwards and like,
Oh yeah,
he wasn't nowhere near her
she
when he
sold
hit the
it.
barricade.
It don't matter.
She's
I would have
so-
done the same
Yeah.
shit.
I would've
I
flew
love
to
Stone
the
Cold
10th
Steve
row.
Austin to death, bro. I'm LeBron James in that shit.
Yeah,
Brandon,
I
I
want
love you,
10% of those
Brandon.
Austin 316 shirts.
I'm gonna be the new green shirt guy.
I'm LeBron James flopping, dude. I'm doing a backflip.
Well, y'all saw he missed the ramp right off the rip.
Yeah.
Because I think he had quite a few.
Oh, I'm sure.
he was
He
Steve
blamed it
Weiser
on
in
the
back.
throttle.
Dude,
He
he's
blamed
back
it
there
on the
hanging out with
throttle.
everybody.
But he missed the ramp first, and his music. Because when his music hit, I was like, "Oh shit, hell yeah!" Stone Cold, and I was like, "Where's he at? Where's he at?" And then he pops. But then you saw that TikTok video of him stuck behind the ramp where he missed it, and then he's freaking running and then.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Nick Khan's like, "You're not driving this back
Right.
to
Yeah.
back. You
We
need
got-
to walk your ass back up to the ramp." But I doubt we see Stone Cold around anytime.
Why? I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, like
He don't need to. He has 2 solid
I
ass
don't-
cats at home.
Yeah.
the last thing I'll say about that main event is that with Cena, bro, Cena, as much of a purist as you are to the business, why did you agree to that shit?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say, I'm not doing that? Salute to Travis Scott, bro, but let him, I don't want to.
Not-
It just
be
needs
part
to
of
be
it.
about me and Cody, The Rock, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why did Cena, and then Cena's like just oogling over Travis Scott when he's
Yeah.
walking down the ring. It's like, bro, he's fucking your matchup. And you're like, it made
This
no
is it.
sense.
This is
bro.
He's got a hardcore title of the big W belt.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
dude.
undisputed belt.
Crash Holly wore it way better, dude.
I'll give Cena one thing. His hair looks so much better.
But here's the thing about
He had
also
hair
with,
transplant,
with
and he
the,
admitted to it.
with
He
the
had hair
Cena heel
transplants.
turn though, we got nothing new from Cena. We didn't
Yeah.
get new music. We didn't get new promo. We didn't get anything. Like, he's still
That's-
wearing the jorts
That's true. The heel
Nothing.
turn was dope, but then they never.
And nothing
Everybody was
changed.
like, "Oh, what kind of
'Cause they
music
knew
they
they
gonna
wouldn't,
have? What kind of
like-
this that?"
they'd already mass produced all those last run shirts, and like, so they knew they couldn't sell that shit after the heel turn. Like,
Yeah.
you gonna change to a whole nother shirt now? Like,
You got your heel out there in skittle green and everything.
and white
now.
sneakers. Like, why are you wearing white sneakers? Those are Skechers. Like, why are you wearing white Skechers?
Those
I
are your
like-
own clouds.
And Cena, you're a multimillionaire, dude. The shoe selection has to
trash.
be
He's got
better.
no
Tennis shoe selection.
You're wearing
has to be
jorts,
better.
dog. Why
Yeah.
don't you wear some Jordan 4s or something out
That's
there?
because we're
Bring
all-
the
Bring back
pumps
the-
back.
yeah,
Bring the
bring
pumps back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean,
Wear some
back-
Jordashes or something. You know, BK, a British knife.
K-Swiss,
Jinkos, do something. Like, but yeah,
Fuck that, bro.
It was terrible.
I don't
we
know.
got nothing new out of the heel turn.
No.
But again,
I-
they did redeem themselves on Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Him there cutting that promo again, the dope camera angles, and you see Orton pop up like a snake. I was ready for that. I was
No.
like, okay, we're going here. I'm good with this.
But
So
we
is
know
it
it's
Cena
going to
and Orton
come.
now?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
week, this weekend you get Cena and Orton at
Orton,
Backlash.
is he a face? Or
He's a
heel?
face.
He's a face.
Do you think we get a title change this early?
I don't think it. No, not that quick. I like that happening, but I think them pushing it to Backlash so quickly. I mean, it's 3 weeks after WrestleMania, and you're already. I think they should have teased this Orton thing till SummerSlam.
Who do you think takes the title off Cena? Because Cena's
Orton.
plan is, I think it's got to be Orton. Because then you set up Orton and Cody. You set up.
Why would? Yeah, because for one, they're not going to let Cena. I don't know what they're going to.
I don't know.
I think
they-
he
they're not
walks
gonna
out
let
with
Cena-
it.
You think he walks
think
out
he
with it?
walks
We get a whole new title.
Then they're going to. I mean, that would be the swerve because it's like your record breaking run lasted 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But or it's either that or will it lasts 3 months.
But they didn't even celebrate it though. Like
Yeah.
he comes out and there's no celebration for the title. If I was him, I would. The biggest disrespect would bring back the spinner belt.
Yeah.
Or he didn't come out and cut a promo or nothing.
He
Yeah,
did.
he did cut a promo, and
that's when Orton came in
hit
the
him with
ring.
RKO.
But like they got the camera, the hard camera on Cena, and he's cutting this promo, and then all of a sudden you see Orton pop up like in the background. The camera angle was super.
Oh
dope.
yeah, I'm telling you, their camera angle is better. Their camera work is better than it's ever
Yeah,
been. in
it
the product.
builds the anticipation.
Yeah,
like they did a great
I mean,
job.
but in Orton hitting that RKO was, but I think it's just too quick right off of Mania because it's. They're not going to do a title change that quick.
But I mean, he's sitting there saying now he ain't got to wrestle. All he's got to do is show up.
yeah.
He's doing this whole thing. So like,
Does he walk off with? It'd be cool if he does do this thing where he.
if he's a true heel, then he'll
walk
fucking
off
chicken shit out of it.
out of
Yeah,
every
and
match.
walk off with. And,
He'll chicken shit out of it till SummerSlam.
There's
Get
just
the
too many
chase
people
going.
waiting now, man. Like the storylines are finishing up. You got Punk's got a run coming. He's got one. Orton's got a run coming.
yeah.
You got two guys waiting in the wings. We talked about LA Knight and Breaker waiting in the wings. I wouldn't put them past Jacob Fatu. Like, because I mean,
If you look at Mania, the two top merch sellers walked out with the
title.
main championships.
Yep.
And then probably not two of the biggest stars, but one. I think Jacob Fatu will be, and he walked out with the mid card title,
Yeah.
and then you had Dominic Mysterio, which I think I don't know if they'll ever push him to a world
No, I
championship
doubt it.
spot, but
I mean, they put it on his dad
Yep.
twice. But I mean, even then, like you've got these guys waiting in the wings. I mean, Jacob Fatu, they mirror him to Umaga. They wanted to put the world title on Umaga so bad,
Yeah.
but he just passed away. So like you've got him like Umaga times 20. Like he's turned up to a whole nother level because he can cut promos like crazy. But he's so good, man.
He's so
good. So good.
He's so good. And then, like I said, Paul Heyman reinventing himself again, putting himself with Rollins and
I like this Dangerous Alliance style. Paul Heyman
Yeah.
He
better
rocking that
ACW style.
Man, them
dude, he killed it
promo
last night on
night.
that promo, bro.
He explained why he did what he did. That's what we need. We need to know why. Like, tell me why these things are happening. And Heyman, he's the best, man. He is the absolute best.
He got that artificial. He got that fake tan.
Well, that
rolling.
tan was-
He's just
Whoa.
sitting in that tanning bed.
Yeah,
Him
no,
and
that's
Braun
great.
went to the same.
Yeah,
same
Braun
place.
Breaker. All of a sudden, he got dark
It was
overnight.
like maybe a Bloodline 3.0 coming.
Yeah, yeah.
But shout out to Paul Heyman though too. Have y'all seen his fiance?
I have not.
He's doing a total Bill Belichick move right
Shout
now.
out to having money. Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
She looks like she's like 25 years old or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
He looks like a walrus.
Everybody thought it was his granddaughter or something. She had a Paul Heyman guy shirt on.
So I
Paul
mean,
Heyman girl.
what thoughts on Mania? Where would y'all put? Where would you out of 10? Where would you give this Mania?
8. Solid 8.
An 8.
Like I said, I think they missed the ball with the Jade and Bianca feud. They could have really taken that. They could have went all summer. But I mean, yeah, there wasn't too many misses on there. I wish the tag titles would have been on there.
Yeah.
I think Street Profits deserved it, but
That main event just hurt it so bad. I give it about a 7-ish.
Yeah.
Out of it, I mean, there was
The outcome of the main event was perfect. It's how it needed. Cena needed to win.
yeah.
But how
but
they
it's
got
just
there.
how it
Yeah.
got there is just.
Yeah. Who produced it? Have we looked that up?
That match,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yep.
It
I
better not
don't even
been.
want to. It better not be somebody I like.
Better not been. What's Jordan kid? What's that? The Kurt Angle's
Yeah,
illegitimate son?
his son.
John Jordan. Better not
Yeah,
be
whatever
him.
his name is.
Yep.
It better not be because it was terrible.
I also like the pacing. That's what I like, where they didn't have as many like backstage promos. You didn't it didn't
Yeah.
feel like they had as many ads
Yeah.
as they had in the past.
Lord
It
knows
was
we
kinda
didn't see a Hulk Hogan All American Beer commercial.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
It was kind of like match after match after match,
Yeah.
and there wasn't a lot of in
And that-
between time.
And I think that it was like night 2 was to me was a lot better paced from match to match to
Yep.
every match. Just everything flowed better. And like we talked about the Logan Paul and AJ Styles match, the placement of it
Yeah.
kind of ruined that one. But I think my favorite night was night 2.
Do you
Mine
think
too.
that the women's match would have been just as good had it went on second or something?
No, I think it would have been. That was a perfect match to lead off.
Yeah.
Lead off night 2.
I
'Cause
would've
I was
went-
wondering if like AJ and Logan would have let it off.
That's
if it would have been a
that's.
better match.
I was thinking either them first or second.
Because I mean,
Like,
AJ,
you switch-
dude, you can't.
switch
AJ doesn't have bad matches.
No,
man.
no, not at all. It was a great match.
Yeah.
But I just think the crowd was out of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can hear it like, and it just didn't have that feel to it just
Yeah.
from the crowd from watching it through TV.
You know, it's completely off subject. But you know, one person I'd love to see come back next year at the Rumble, Chris Jericho. Because it's the moments. Like, and
Yeah.
you know, I was very disappointed at the
Is
Hall
he
of
going to
Fame.
be able to get in the ring?
Well, yeah, I was very disappointed with like the participation at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Yeah.
I want Triple H to get that moment where the crowd is singing his theme music because I think that's the coolest thing ever. Why they hadn't done that for years, I'll never understand.
Yeah.
But his theme song is one of those like iconic theme songs, and I want the crowd to participate and sing that for him. I feel like he deserves that. I want Jericho to have that moment in WWE in a full arena.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
Like
want him to have
Owens,
that.
like I mean, not Owens, Rollins. I mean, the crowd participated.
I mean, they go nuts for that song and Cody's song.
Yeah.
like they just go nuts for that.
What would you give it?
I give it an 8.5.
Do you?
That's one of my favorite manias in
Yeah.
the last probably 5 or 6 years at least.
Okay. Yeah, it was it's just that second night main event just
Yeah.
it left a sour ass taste in my mouth.
I didn't really expect much from that match.
I mean, the promos leading up to that match.
That's
were
the
fire.
problem. That's the WrestleMania main event of night 2. You're
Yeah,
supposed to
that's-
expect a fuck ton out of it.
I
was
would
expecting
have I would have switched Cody and John Cena with Gunther and Jey
Really?
Uso. I would have started it out with that and just
When-
gave it all right there.
And
I think
everybody's
if-
just like, "What the fuck are we in for?"
But
Yeah,
I think
then
if
people
you
will be
did
pissed
that,
off the whole weekend.
yeah, and I think if you would have done that though, we knew The Rock wasn't showing up for the
Yep.
first match.
Yeah.
that ain't happening.
Yep.
What would your grade be on it?
Well, I didn't watch all of it, so
From
I
what
mean-
from what you saw, I know that main event.
it's the worst. Yeah, it's my most hated. But I mean, from what I saw, I'd say like a 6, I guess, because I hated that main event. But
Yeah.
I watched the other 5 matches or whatever I saw was good.
It's just so much.
Yeah.
It's so
too
much.
too much stuff.
It's so much. I mean, that's a big commitment for and especially now coming up on SummerSlam too. It's just
I mean, the Royal Rumble is set up perfectly to be 2 nights. Also, you got the women on one night and the men on another night. It's coming.
the big. Do you think Survivor Series goes to?
I don't think so.
You think it's just those 3?
Yeah, because I mean, they don't even do the brand Survivor Series match anymore like
Yeah.
they used to.
Has Survivor Series fallen out of the big?
I think so.
The big.
I think
four?
I think you're going to see more of the over the seas, like the Iraqi, and they're going to go to more Saudi
Australia.
Arabia.
I know
and
they're going
stuff.
back to Australia for another PLE.
Yeah.
They need to take Survivor Series and mix it with Battle Bowl.
I wish they
I
make
like-
War Games a part of Survivor
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah.
I think that would be.
I
great.
like Battle Bowl. I wish they would.
What was the WCW when they did with the War Games? No,
Yeah,
no,
that was
not
one-
War Games, but the one that had 3 rings set up.
Oh, what was that?
What was that called?
I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember just the War Games.
I remember the match, but I don't remember what they
yeah,
called
it
it.
was like World War III pay per view or something. And they had the 3 rings set up.
Battle it out.
Yep.
That's it.
Hell yeah, fuck Travis Scott.
Can we get a diss song?
Yeah.
Nah, he won't. I mean, I just did this song just now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. We'll just throw that out there. We'll tag him on it. Yeah, that's WrestleMania 41 in a nutshell.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all subscribing, checking out all the videos. Be sure to hit the links up in the description. Follow everybody. Appreciate all the sponsors, Trouble Spirits, Revolution One Media, and the gaggle of wrestlers there.
Appreciate BJ coming back after a
Glad
little,
to be here.
After a little gap. Hopefully our
Check
boy Brendan.
his videos out too. His bonus footage they sent
Yeah,
us.
we put one of those out last week where he went to the Exorcist steps. We got another one coming out that Chad will be a huge fan of.
It's crazy because like you think about all the movies that were shot in like Washington D.C. and then like Baltimore. Even there was several in Baltimore I couldn't make it to. That
Yeah.
worth the trip back.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and shout out to BJ. Shout out to Brandon. Brandon will be back soon. He's on the mend and everything. So
Yeah.
shout out to Brandon. But yeah, you got all that taken care of, and we out this motherfucker.
Doses. Cue my sound effect.
Over the top with Chad and Tony, talking about movies and wrestling. Hot mic chance, Georgia team hating on me. Gene, BJ the DJ keeps the party going.